right. So welcome back to another video. So we're going to deep dive right into what exactly trading is as we embark on this trading journey. And I'm just going to set down or lay down some expectations and also just the realities of it from my experience in this journey. So again, it's important to understand that trading does involve risk, and becoming a consistently successful trader takes time, practice, and continuous learning. Okay, so now a common question I do get is how much money can you make from trading Forex? From the online world, we can see that the limits are endless. Slowly, I've been gaining or gathering more and more information from more experienced traders, more legitimate traders, and I can see and I can clearly tell you that from the books I've read and from the videos I've watched, from the podcast interviews I have seen as well, I think the potential upside is just depending on you. There's no limit or sky's the limit. For those of us who've worked in the corporate space, we do know that there is kind of a ceiling of how much money you either are being paid for a particular role or for a particular job, and also limits on how much money they can increase in your salary as a salary increase on a yearly basis if it does happen, if you're lucky enough. So a key takeaway I think from this would be that the amount of money you can make trading Forex is primarily determined by two key factors, right? So one is the individual skill set, and the second one is your trading account balance. So your individual skill set is your understanding of the market analysis, your trading strategies, your risk management, and your emotional discipline. The second one is your trading account balance. So the capital you have available to trade with directly influences the absolute profit you can generate, right? So the bigger the account size, the more money you can make. However, we do have also different strategies where they scale up from small accounts, a lot of them being full margin traders, which maybe you've come across on TikTok or on YouTube, where someone can take a $50 account all the way to $1,000 full margin. If the person wins, they win. If they lose the entire account or the entire $50, which is also a trading strategy in itself. But as a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this because then you don't necessarily understand the foundations of how that is done. As you become more experienced, then maybe you can set up different separate accounts to just do full margin trading. As I was beginning, a key mistake I did was thinking that I should put in more money, have a bigger account, and I will be more profitable. So put in thousands and thousands of dollars, thinking that I could, gamble up or down in the markets and possibly make some money. However, I did end up losing these accounts in a dreadful experience, and I did have to circle back. I did take a break and I had to circle back and say, listen, it's not about the account size, especially when you're starting off. It's more about the individual skill set, the trading strategy, the risk management, and the emotional discipline, which was lacking. And that's what led to me losing all my accounts. The combination of a strong skill set and sufficient capital creates practically unlimited earning potential in Forex, right? So understanding trading returns is as important as this. So trading returns are best measured as percentage of the total account size. So an example, this is also how we calculate risk. So your risk should always be a percentage of your total account size, right? So the profit percentage that you're making divided by the account size, multiply this by 100%, will give you your percentage profit return. So an example is $1,000 profit on a $10,000 trading account results in a 10% return. Same thing for $100 profit on a $1,000 account is still a 10% return. Okay, a $10,000 profit on a $100,000 account is a 10% return. That is how we calculate it. A key concept we also need to understand is the power of compounding. So the power of compounding, applying the same profitable skill set to a larger account yields a larger profit. So the more you can compound your accounts and compound your profits month on month, quote unquote, being consistent, then you can, in the end, make a lot more money. So the true wealth builder of Forex lies in the compounding effect. And this consistently earning the same percentage return each month leads to an exponential growth of your capital and increasing monthly profits. So to expand on this compound interest principle, assuming we have a $5,000 account with a 10% interest rate calculated on a monthly basis. Compound frequency is monthly. And then, over the next 3 years, let's assume, and then we calculate. Let's see how much that would be. So here we go. On month one, we make 500. So this interest column will be our profits for the month if we are consistently trying to hit 10% a month. So interest is 500. We can see by month 2, by month 12 here, we are making about 1,426 because our account has gone from 5,000 to about 14,265. And if we are consistently profitable, we can take that account in 2 years to about $49,000 or $50,000, right? 10% of my account on a monthly basis is a very high number. If you look at some of the figures in the Forex trading market, 10% is quite high, but an unachievable, but a realistic figure is usually 3 to 6%. So even if you were to do a 3 to 6%, let's even take a 3% return on a monthly basis, that is still a good figure. So we can use 10% as an objective, and then we can look back and say, okay, we are targeting 3% on the minimum. On the higher side, maybe 5 or 6%, again, because depending on, the trading month, right? You can still see that we are making significant profits. And in 12 months, we'll have almost doubled that account, taking it from $5,000 to $7,000. And then in 2 years, we'll have taken that account from $5,000 to $10,000. Again, this is very, very good return consistently month on month, which I think would make sense for a lot of us as beginners.